In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a vocal sound effect, and in particular, a reverb vocal sound effect. First of all, I'll give you some examples and then show you how to make them. First of all, I'll play the source vocal and then the effect that that source vocal creates. Cool stuff, right? You hear these sound effects all the time in all sorts of genres, in fact most genres, and they're actually incredibly simple to put together. You take a bit of vocal something, and then run it through a reverb at 100% wet, so you're only hearing the reverb. I will choose a Reverb preset, my favorite reverb plugin from the guys at D16. But of course you can choose pretty much any reverb, but naturally the plugin reverbs tend to be a bit more interesting and a bit better quality, but the built-in reverbs can work well too. Find the preset, and I want space drones. Yeah, that was it. Space 100% wet. There you go, space drones. Notice the dry wet parameter is 100% wet, so you're only hearing the reverb signal and not the original. And then bounce it down to audio. So in the case of Ableton, freeze and then flatten, like so. Maybe tighten it up and consolidate it into a brand new fresh audio clip. And there you go. In the case of the second example, I chose a different type of original vocal and also a different type of reverb, this time a much smaller room reverb called Hard Walls, again from Reverb. So I'll grab Reverb, and there you go, wet, Hard Walls. Notice again, the dry wet parameter is all the way on wet. And again, bounce it down to audio. Freeze and flatten. But this time I'm also going to reverse it. Consolidate, Command J, or right click, consolidate. Writing it out as a fresh audio clip. And then I can reverse it down here in the clip editor. And then maybe just tighten it up a bit. So I'll zoom in. And maybe even apply a bit of a fade, just a volume envelope. Or keep it long like before. Of course, there are no right and wrongs here, but that is the general idea. Take a vocal sample, run it through 100% wet reverb, and then tighten it up, maybe even reverse it to taste.